Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready, yellow lady. 12, 21.
Brees to throw on second down. Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Look at the spin. Room to run inside the 40. Oh, another spin.
Hard to line him up when he does that.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there out of 43 yards on the ground. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. But they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Ready, yellow lady. Got it.
They get it to him running left. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Good set. Got it.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. No doubt it was a good season for McCaffrey. Finishes 6th in the league in rushing the football over 1,000 yards. But how about what he did in the pass game?
Imagine if he just focused on one or the other, the kind of numbers he could put up. Instead, combining fantastic season. Over 1,000 on the ground, over 100 catches in the air. This guy can flat out do it all. And if they weren't worried about injury, he'd return punts and kickoffs as well. He's a dynamic player.
And those 107 catches, an NFL record for a running back. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther 1st down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Demario Davis there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Set.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Kamara now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half, 3-0 New England, Stephen Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, a third team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Going for the deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 41 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Attention shifting back to Carolina as they come onto the field. And you talked about it earlier. They started 6-2. Everything was looking good. Then 7 losses in a row in 2018. Besides Cam Newton retooling and not maybe running as much, what else needs to happen in Carolina?
I have to start with Cam Newton and his running because they've wanted him to run the ball less in recent years. But what's that expression that Cam used? A lion's got to roar. Running the football is a part of me. And it allows him to feel like he's part of the game. Well, they've got to be more judicious about that. He just has to get healthy because he was throwing the football better than he ever had in his career. But I do think the injury changed everything for Carolina because when he couldn't make the throws necessary, it really hurt them moving the ball downfield and put a lot of pressure on their defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, spinning away. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long. Now it's Newton. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, as the dust settles for the New Orleans Saints on this season, yes, a lot of disappointment for the second year in a row, but, you know, 13-3, #1 seed for the first time since 2009. Now, they did suffer the first home playoff loss under Breeze and Peyton after 6 wins, but a lot to be proud of this year for New Orleans.
No doubt about it. I mean, that team jumped out right from the word go. Well, let me rephrase that. After a season-opening disappointing loss to Tampa Bay, they ran off a heck of a streak and established themselves as the team to beat in the NFC. The only concerns going forward, will they get everyone back healthy? Remember, Sheldon Rankins, their exciting defensive tackle, got hurt in the playoffs. But the other part is, can they shake off the last 2 years of losses, get that out of their psyche? That crazy Minneapolis loss to the Vikings, and then the controversial non-call in the playoffs against the Rams this year. If they can put that behind them, they'll be a force again in 2019.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 8 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Play action. It's Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will go for it. Now Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Breeze. And Watson has it right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. Oh, good footwork on the spin.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
3 down. That's it. 180. Gun. Check. Gun. Kill.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 4. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Alex Anzalone in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Well, there's a reason he's called Riverboat Ron. Rivera going to lead the offense out on 4th down. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. 180.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now Newton on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton rolling to his left. And caught left side, Olsen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Hey, slow down. Set. 180.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Set. 180.
He's going to get it running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
Set. 180.
The shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Set. 180.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready. Yellow 80. All right, 2. 21.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now a pitch out to Kamara. Powerful running. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Now Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here we go.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's breezed. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready? 180.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Alex Okafor in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Alex Okafor in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He'll look to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
180. 180.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Shreds the tackle. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. We've had it in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Get set. Get set. Got it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside.